So, hey guys, Nick Kringus here. Today I am with Kimberly Ferrugia, or Kim, I call her. She's our visual designer here at Apricot Law, and also Caitlin is joining the call. And Caitlin is our copy editor. And today we're going to be talking about design process, and we're going to be showing you a few different designs. And let's jump right in. Kim, do you have any examples off the top of your head of maybe pushing the envelope, custom site versus theme site or older site?
It's funny because we have some clients that have seen Trust and absolutely love it, and some that see it and think that it's over the top. So I'm always reluctant then to use that one in an example. It's like a hit or miss, but it was one of those sites where he's like, try new fun things. We want to be cutting edge.
Well, that's good. We might give two contrasting examples of, Trust wanted to kind of push the envelope and try new fun things. And so I know that has a video background, but then on the other hand, maybe we could have something that's contrasting on the other end of the spectrum.
So Mahoney and Mahoney that Riley just did, I think it's in development right now. I really like that site because it's a good example of a site that already has content that we make work, and they are considered that homepage is considered very content rich, but it's a good example of a more modern site but with more traditional avenues. They have their wrongful death stuff listed, and areas of practice is pretty straightforward.
Let's jump right in and show these two contrasting sites. I like this.
So this one obviously is an XD, it's not coded yet, but it's got a more traditional above the fold as far as the picture, but he changed up how the slogan and stuff show up, which I really like. So
yeah, still very different because it has the image kind of below the call to action.
Yeah, which is kind of how newer sites are leaning. If you notice, a lot of newer sites, it has content peeking below the fold, so it's an initiative to scroll. A lot of people in the past were oh, it looks broken. It's now that it's becoming more mainstream, they understand what that means. It just means that there's more stuff to see. You just gotta scroll. They've got their about us here, and then more they have quite a bit of information. And then we've got the why hire us. You could tell this is content written from 2018, before you used to use that verbiage. But it translates well into newer designs. So I feel this might be an example of a site that had pre-existing content that we made work in a new design.
Yeah, it's case by case. Some of the stuff might need to be expanded to fit into the design. Certainly a lot of that content was probably pre-existing that we made work into the new design. This one is Chicago Trusted Attorneys was the client that asked us to really kind of do fun and new things with the site, right?
Yeah, and we also gave them a whole branding package with this.
Oh, cool.
So this was,
what does that mean? The logo, what else?
Logo, the coloring, their fonts used for their branding. This site is another one that was content heavy. This is when we're still doing a lot of content. So as you can see, there's a ton of content for this homepage. And I'm not trying to encourage them to write long pages, but this is I guess we could show if they really are insistent on keeping their homepages as is. It can work.
I should just mention from an SEO perspective that the homepage is really not meant to rank. The internal pages are the ones that we're trying to rank for target keywords and BKWs or best keywords. So for the homepage, it's really about just presenting the firm in the best way possible and answering questions about the firm, not as much about the practice area specifically.
So here's a good example of a newer site that does just that, where it just talks about what they do basically. Because I feel the homepage should answer all those questions to a prospective client, okay, will they cover my type of case? Are they available in my area? What are their call hours?
I like that capability statement. That's a little bit different. That kind of shows you right there why they're different and what they can do for the client.
Yeah, so she had she has a capability statement, and we actually put it in her bio too. Let's see. Yeah, so core competencies.
Oh, very cool. And by the way, her
Uh-oh.
target market might not be the same exact target market as a personal injury firm. So you might be, the writing might be a little bit different. The content might be different. Things that you include might be a little bit different based on your target audience, I think.
So I think this is a good example of what more of what we aim for in today's standards, because the site was made in the last 12 months. So you shouldn't have to, like a lot of our content on the homepage is to relate to the prospective client of the attorney. So like you shouldn't have to go through this alone, like appealing to like empathy, like empathizing, and then how it can help your business, or obviously if it's personal injury, how they can help you, stuff like that.
Yeah. So right there, it says you can kind of tell from the site and from the content exactly who they're talking to, and if this is the firm for you.
Right.
Like it says business owners multiple times, as small business owners, entrepreneurs, like types of business that they've helped before. So that's important to show like who you are, who you serve.
Exactly. There shouldn't be any question. I feel like there shouldn't be, like, if you're on the site, you should know, oh, this is a personal injury attorney. They probably handle car accidents and all that stuff. Like there shouldn't be any guesswork left for the client, because I think that will increase bounces. So the more it's driven home what they do, the better. Yeah, because I think design, we need to really drive home that design is more than just a pretty site. It's a site that performs, a site that talks to the viewer, that's impactful.
Great. Thank you, Kim.